Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to sqadia.com. My name is Mohammad Osama, and today we are going to talk about the posterior compartment of thigh. And in this, we are going to talk about the structure and bony landmarks of the posterior compartment of the thigh. We're also going to talk about the muscles of the posterior compartment of thigh. And then we're also going to talk about the nerves of the posterior compartment of the thigh, moving on to the arteries of the posterior compartment of the thigh and the posterior gluteal region. And at the end, we're going to talk about a specialized structure called the popliteal fossa at the posterior aspect of the knee. So starting off with the structure and bony landmarks, we're going to talk about the structure and surface anatomy of the posterior aspect of the thigh, or the posterior compartment of the thigh, and then we're going to talk about the two major bones which are in this region. The major bone actually is the femur, but it also articulates inferiorly with tibia. So we're going to talk about the proximal aspect of the tibia as well. And as we know that the thigh region is located between the hip joint and the knee joint, so we are just going to take a brief look at that as well. Moving on, we're going to talk about the muscles, in which we're going to talk about the hamstring group, including the biceps, femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. And we're also going to talk about the popliteus muscle. In the nerves, we are going to talk about the major nerve which passes through the posterior aspect of the thigh, which is the sciatic nerve, and its two major distributions or branches, which are the tibial nerve and the common peroneal nerve. Moving on, we will talk about the arteries, in which we would talk about the superior and inferior gluteal artery, the internal pudendal and the perforating artery, and then at the end, we are also going to talk about the medial and lateral femoral circumflex arteries. Lastly, we're going to talk about the popliteal fossa, in which we're going to take a look at the margins of the popliteal fossa, the floor and roof of the popliteal fossa, and as well as the contents of the popliteal fossa. So that's pretty much about we can say the contents of this lecture, and stay tuned for more information on this, and thank you very much.